What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today ventured out here to the pond. I'm in the Native Titan X 12.5 and I wanted to give you guys a few fall to winter transition tips, my favorite baits to use. I have the new Lew's Axle RX, which has a paramag braking system just like the Custom Pro and the Customs, but for a much lower price point. So I wanted to try that out for you guys as well. But really, you only need two baits for this fall to winter transition. We're going to get into both of those. One of them is just a plop style, propeller style bait. I prefer the Whopper Plopper 130 or the 170. I like to go big to really incentivize some of these big bass to bite. Unfortunately, the only one I could find in my tackle box was the 110. I went to Walmart. They don't sell the 130s. So we're going to be throwing the 110 today, and also the second bait is a chatterbait. I recommend having at least a 4-inch boot tail swim bait trailer. I prefer a 5-inch trailer, my preferred method. But we got out here this morning well before daylight to show you guys this super cold topwater bite that you get out here in the fall to winter transition, and it's been absolutely amazing. So I won't hold you guys up any longer. I've done a few laps around the lake, caught quite a bunch of fish, some 4 or 5 pounders, had some bigger than that in today's video, and today's not even over yet. We're gonna head back towards the creek, make our way into that colder area, but let's get you guys on the chest cam. Let's get to fishing. All right, it is 5:45 in the morning, and I'm paddling to the spot I'm trying to get to. This is not an easy place, but it is well worth it. I have the Mach Patroller tied on. This is the 110 model. I was gonna actually go buy a Whopper Plopper 130 or a 170 or even a 190 and just throw an absolute giant topwater, because the propeller on those topwaters just seems to work a little bit better. Nowhere had any, so we're gonna deal with what we've got. We are almost down here to the hole, but we're almost there, and we're gonna catch some big ones today. I have a really good feeling about it. All right. Just got about 25 more yards of this crap, and then we'll be in the good water. I hope we can make it all the way from here. I believe we should be able to. Let me turn this thing that way. See if I can get him. He was headed this way. Let's get right there on the end of that tree. That should be a bite. Come on. Right here. Not a bad bass to start the day off. Like a 4-pounder. Let me get my lip lockers. Oh, I should have just netted him. I'm just netting him next time. That was like a 4-pounder, and I should have just netted him. All right, so the main thing we're doing today is testing out this new Lew's Axle RX bait caster. This thing has the paramag braking system over here on the side. I have mine set on about 10 right now, and then this thing's set pretty loose. That way it's mainly just the paramag using all the brakes, so it's really no brakes or anything I'm using. It's mainly just the paramags. Not a bad fish. Like a 6-pounder, dude. You ain't cutting. Oh, it ain't a 6, but not a bad start for the morning. Let's get these hooks out. See, it's a good thing I netted him, because just like the last one, those hooks popped out. Not an absolute freak, but on the brand new Lew's Axle RS. Not a bad first fish. Dang, I should have weighed him. Oh well. Let's back up because we're gonna get some more. Is he big or not? He ain't bad, he just hooked weird. Just hooked very strangely. I'll use the lip blockers on him. I really ain't worried about him shaking off. I bent one of my hooks. I may need to snap a new thing on. That hook is jacked up. All right, so I have Strike King Contra 20-pound monofilament on this. I just changed out my plopper because I stepped on my other one and bent a hook. And I could just bend a hook back, but then I feel like the integrity of the hook may be compromised. We're in a pretty good spot, a bunch of laydowns right here. Big Mondo 6, 7, 8 pounder could pop out of here at any point in time, hiding down in these trees. Now I could throw over this tree, but then the question would be, can I pull it over that tree? And if I had braid on with a super heavy rod, I'd say probably, but with 20-pound mono, it's got some stretch in it. I have a medium heavy rod on. Probably not gonna risk doing it just because I'd rather catch that 7 or 8 pounder. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna creep on the side of this tree. We're gonna get a long cast on the outside first, and then we're gonna work our way in closer to the actual tree branch. Here we go. Getting back into some juicy watas. I need a bloosh. That's what I need. I need a big one. Whew, hopefully I didn't blow out that spot. Made it look like a... That's a tank. Come on. Oh, there goes my thump gel. Oh, thump gel's in the water. Ooh, buddy. Ego net coming in clutch. There we go. Second halfway decent one of the day. Now I just have to go get my thump gel. Okay. Gosh. That thing popped it. Let's throw it back over there, see if he'll pop it again. That sounded more like a big one. Look at that. Look at that. That's a big bass. You can tell by their mouths when they go bloop that they're big ones. Now why it didn't engulf it, I can't tell you why. It missed it twice. Got his little butt. Got his little butt. Got your little butt. Got your little butt. In the shallows. In the shallows, my guy. Super shallow water. Ooh. Well, it is extremely hot out here now. I say extremely hot, but it's just really too hot for a hoodie, so we're gonna take this hoodie off. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna work our way out to the main body of the lake. There's a big flat section out there, and these fall winter bass will really stack out there. So the second bait we're gonna be using today, Strike King Thunder Cricket. This is the pro version. It has a tungsten head on it. This is a 4-inch boot tail trailer, white and chartreuse. It really imitates the bait fish the best in my opinion. So what we're doing right here, I like to get parallel with the bank. Make a long cast, let that chatterbait sink down to the bottom. Just slow roll it. Let it bounce off every rock, stick, stump on the bottom. Obviously, after you've got your parallel cast, especially for places like bushes like this, then you can get up there and get right on the bank. But I'm getting those fish that are furthest off first, and then getting those ones that are pushed right on the edge. And really the strike zone to me is about 10 foot off the bank anyways. So this way you're kind of covering the strike zone a whole lot better than fishing it perpendicular. Now sometimes the shade lines, the deeper into winter you go, are not where you want to be. You'd want to be over there on that sunny bank. But we're not too far into that fall. Like I said, I just had to take my hoodie off, so really the shade lines are still really good this year. If it's still super cold and it's way too chilly to wear to not have a hoodie on in the shade, that's probably an indicator that you need to be fishing the bank with the sun line and not the shade line. Giant. Got him. Oh gosh. Oh, I knew that chatterbait would pay off. Dang. 6.02, 6.03. Not a bad fish. That right there is what we're after. That right there's .23 incher going back in. See your girl. Dang, I had one as soon as it landed. There was one on it. Let's get a redo on that little booger. Redo. There he is. Told you we'd get a redo on him. Now who knows if that was the only one in there, but I've kind of blown up the spot now. think there's a bass right here. There it is. Told you. Told you there was. I knew it. Splashed me real good on that one. I just had another one. Oh, no, 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 no. Freaking hornet's nest right there. Let's get away from this. Good thing there wasn't no hornets in that bad boy. I don't even care that the fish come off. Had me terrified of hornets, dude. We ran right into the hornet's nest. Oh my goodness. No. Don't do hornets. Alrighty, that is officially an end to the video. The bait I was using right here was this little Mach Patroller. It's a 110 size whopper plopper basically. I still have to find my 130 and bigger because I prefer the bigger sizes in this transition mode. This was basically the Strike King Thunder Cricket I was using, the tour grade with the tungsten head. But hey, if all you can afford is a little $7 chatterbait or even a spinnerbait, a spinnerbait would have been great. I actually prefer a spinnerbait a little bit better, but I didn't have one in my box, so I did the video with a bladed jig. But either or, they're almost interchangeable. I personally just like a spinnerbait just a little bit more, but that's just personal preference. But appreciate if you stuck around all the way to the end of the video. Got some good videos coming. We'll see you guys later. Peace.